So you're excited after all?
I guess. A little.
That's a nice change of pace. Your bag looks pretty bulky. What have you got in there?
My notebook.
Casey,
I'm a journalist.
for your high school paper.
I'm writing an article. I don't get why it's such a big deal.
It's a distraction. You've always got your nose in that thing. Casey, look, I need your cooperation. Your help today.
Fine, I guess.
Imagine if you were stuck in bed all day. No one coming to visit you, not even your family.
Heaven.
Pardon? It's only for a few days. Just be good, please.
Give me a sec. All good now. See you later, Mrs. Beaumaris.
Thanks, Ted.
So what are you going to be up to?
I'm writing an article.
Right. Don't write anything about me, thanks.
Casey, come on. We've got a long day ahead of us. There'll be no time for dawdling. All right. Here we are.
Now, who are you?
Huh?
The name's Esther. What's yours?
Casey.
I'm Casey. Wonderful name. Very original. Well, nice to meet you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go solve a mystery about a goat.
Casey, come here.
She said she's up for it.
Right, okay. All right. Lily, this is Casey.
Hi, Casey.
I'll be busy in the general ward, so come see Lily if you need anything. Now, your job is to go to each of the patients' rooms and spend some time with them. Oh, Lily, did you find a spare fob watch?
Yeah, I think so. It's here somewhere.
See if the patients need anything. But otherwise, just give them a bit of company. Got that?
Yep.
Found it.
Great. All right. Catch you later, Case.
Bye, Mum.
Okay, here you go. You can use it to keep track of the time. A lot goes on in a hospital. You can't be everywhere at once. I'll be busy today, so you're going to have to choose how you spend your own time.
Can't you just give me jobs to do?
You can come back to me and I'll make some suggestions, but you're going to have to make your own decisions. Plus, it's still your holiday. Try to enjoy yourself a little bit. All right. Now, Mrs. Vaughan's room is just down the hall. That's a good place to start. She's really friendly. If I'm not off doing something, I'm usually just here. So head back anytime you need help.
Hello, dear. Come in, come in. Casey Beaumaris. My, you must have grown a mile a minute since I last saw you. How tall you've grown.
Nice to see you, Mrs. Vaughan.
Ida. Please, Ida. We're all friends here. Welcome to the hospital. Come in, please. Make yourself at home.
Do you know anything about this airship?
A little, I suppose.
I'm writing an article about the airship. I'm going to discover its mysteries and reveal them to the world.
Oh, how thrilling. What would you like to know?
Do you know where it came from?
Not really, unfortunately. I mean, the brochure said that it used to be a luxury German airliner. Oh, Mr. Bruce would be a good person to ask. He was a passenger on the ship, I believe, back when it was in commission. His room is on the level below this one, in the same spot, I think.
Back, Mrs. Vaughan. Hi there, Casey. Want to top up?
Oh, yes, please.
How are you two getting on?
Very good.
Good stuff.
Thank you, dear.
All right. I'll see you later today, Mrs. Vaughan. You too, Casey.
Bye-bye.
I might go and have a look around.
Okay, then. I'll see you later, dear.
Banner who first made his mark wearing a pinstripe suit and carrying a black attaché case and gun wrapped in newspaper. Hold up. The banding used a woolen jumper to cover the gun. And more great.
You're back. Good. In you come. Take a seat.
I wanted to ask about the people who work here, other than Mum.
Oh. Well, I know a few of them. There's the nurses. Ted, who runs the shuttle. Devon, the cook. Then there's Dr. Shen and... oh, who is it? Dr. Alavi. And the director, of course, Mr. Pettigrew.
I haven't seen any doctors.
Oh, they only come this way when they're needed. Usually they're in one of the other wards. Dr. Shen shares an office with your mum, the one just down the hall. You might catch her in it occasionally.
Thanks.
You're welcome, dear. It was like a little memory test.
This feels weird.
What does, dear?
Just, I don't know. Are you okay with me being in your room?
Oh, of course. Let me let you in on a secret. We oldies love company. We'll just tell you if we want some time to ourselves.
But what should I be doing?
Just do whatever you're comfortable with, dear. Be sure to enjoy your day-to-day.
What was your childhood like?
Oh, my childhood. Let me think. It was quite a while ago now. What do you want to know?
When were you born?
A revealing question, but I'll bite. 'Twas the year 1899. The turn of the century was upon us. I was born just before Confederation, back when this was the colony of Victoria.
Did you go to school?
School? Oh, no. There were no schools around here back then. Only farms and mines.
What was your family like?
My family. All right, give me a moment. Well, my father worked in the coal mines. That's why we came down here. My family. My mum was busy all the time. By the time I was born, there were 4 of us. Soon to be more on the way. I don't know how she did it.
What was your dad like?
Dad? Well, he was a good man, a hard man. Before here, he was up in Kalgoorlie. We couldn't be with him then. It was too remote. Down here, he said, everything was soft and easy. Only a few miles to the beach. That's from where we lived back then. Papers come on the day they're printed. He treated us kids like city folk.
What was your mum like?
I loved her. But is it strange to tell you that I didn't really know her? Between raising 7 children, tending our garden and animals, clothing, meals, church on Sunday, she passed when I was in my 20s, sad to say. Same as my father. But he passed from black lung.
See you later,
It's
Mrs. Vaughan.
Ida, remember?
Oops, sorry, Ida.
Goodbye, dear.
That Russian spy tech. Spooky. What are they trying to find?
Ah, hello there. That's right, you're the Mo Morris girl. And of course, that's why you're here. It all comes together.
What's coming together?
You haven't been told? Well, that's an interesting decision. In any case, if you've been kept in the dark, I'll have to do the same. Apologies, my dear. Now, your name, Prithee.
My name is Casey.
Casey, is it? Very well, very well. My name is Neil Avery. You might have heard of me. It's a pleasure to meet you. Come in. Have a seat.
Mr. Avery,
Yes, my dear.
can you tell me what you know about the airship?
Ah, curious, are we? Very well. The year 1976. The man, Felix Pettigrew. He saw an opportunity that no one else had seen before. A derelict airship floating above a nowhere town. Within just a few months, he had convinced the town council to convert it to a hospital. And with some clever marketing, he raised capital investment from across the globe. A year later, and here we are, airborne, aboard a modern medical marvel.
Why was it made into a hospital?
Why? Why not? It's lovely up here.
Do you know where it was built?
Oh, you know, Europe somewhere. Mr. Bruce might know. He's Viennese. Your curiosity about the ship's provenance is intriguing. I always keep an eye out for what is interesting the populace. Yes.
I might leave for the moment.
I see. Very well, my dear.
Hello. Hello? Excuse me, what's your name? you want them closed? Goodbye then. Hello? Anyone there? Is this thing working?
Who is there? You are not a nurse.
I'm not.
Then who are you?
I'm, Casey.
I am Mr. Bruce. Your message, if you'd like.
Do you know anything about the patient in room 216?
216? I don't know room numbers.
Her room is full of plants.
Ah, I believe Miss Tommy Hummel.
Do you know why she doesn't talk?
No, ask a nurse or Mrs. Wan. They are friends.
I wanted to ask you about the airship.
The Gräfin Isabella. I know some. I would voyage upon the Bella before the war when I was young. Perhaps ask me more after my rest.
Oh, okay.
The boy, Theodore, he knows much of the ship.
Thanks, Mr. Bruce.
Lunchtime, Mr. P. Oh, you're Mrs. B's kid.
Yeah, I'm Casey.
Right. Joe,
Need any help?
just stay put.
I might actually...
Yeah, not much going on here.
See you in a bit, Mr. Bruce.
What?
Dr. Bouchard?
What are you here for? Time to turn me sunny side up?
What do you mean?
I mean, what is your purpose here?
They told me to check in on you.
You must have heard wrong.
Why do you think that?
There's no other explanation as to why you're bothering me.
Sorry, I'll leave you alone.
Good.
Hi again.
Who are you?
Casey. We met before,
Are you sure?
near the elevator. My mum works here, Mrs. Beaumaris.
Ah, the head proctor. And I suppose she sent you to keep an eye on me.
Why would you think that? Are you alright?
I'm perfectly fine, thank you. I just haven't been given my medicine yet. Now, why are you in my room?
I meant to spend time with you, with each of the patients.
Well, in that case, come in already. Have a seat over there. Oh, bollocks. I'm going to lunch. You gonna eat something?
Sure.
Well, the cafe's the place to do it. Might see you there. Pea and ham.
Is that Mrs. Fitzgerald?
I choose to neither confirm nor deny.
I need to mark you off, Mrs. Fitzgerald.
Well, mark off pea and ham.
All right, all right.
You haven't done anything funny with this, have you?
I didn't today nor yesterday, and I won't tomorrow either.
I won't be anybody's proxy, I tell you.
No funny business, ma'am. I swear it.
Well, we'll see.
You're welcome.
Exactly right, exactly right. You've heard the news, I suppose.
News?
Mr. Falk, poor fellow, passed just last night.
Oh, yes, yes, I'd heard. Sad day. No more muscle chowder.
Very much so, very much so.
I've got your usual here.
Ah, much obliged. Looks delectable as always.
You're very welcome, Mr. Airy.
Tommy. Come on with me. It's time for lunch.
Ah, Mrs. Fitzgerald. I'm sorry.
Just sit down already.
Here we go.
Certainly.
Hello?
Hello, who's this?
Casey.
Well, hello. This is Devon, your humble chef. What might you be after today? Menu's on the left. Soup's only, with my apologies.
Okay. I'd like chicken and mushroom soup, please.
One moment. Enjoy.
Tiff yesterday, but that doesn't make it my fault.
Heavens, no.
I didn't bring it about.
It was simply his time.
I don't do that kind of thing. You know that.
What, murder? I should hope not.
Well, one ought not to underestimate the extent of my powers, but I use them for good.
You wait here for a
Of
bit,
course.
please, Tommy.
Ah, Casey. How are things? We're just, well, Mrs. Fitzgerald and I are having a discussion at the moment, but do come by mine in the afternoon.
Yes. Very well. Very well.
We'll have a good old yarn.
Sure.
Very good, very good. Ah, yes, the weather. Rather warm.
Ah, there you are, Casey. Did you want me to show you how to order lunch?
I know how to.
Oh, you're quick on the uptake. Well, all good then.
Hey there, got it right here.
Hey, Devon. Did you send Tommy's dinner?
All good.
Here we go, Miss Helen.
Did you know Mr. Falk?
Yes, I know him.
Oh. He passed away last night.
I see. May he rest in peace.
What was he like?
He was very jolly man, very sure.
Were you friends with him?
We knew each other.
Was he sick?
I am not sure. That is enough questions, please.
Oh, sorry.
There is no problem.
I might keep going around.
Very well.
I'm going to keep an eye.
Do you mind if I sit with you?
Ah, that's fine. We'd enjoy the company. Have you met Miss Hummel yet?
She wouldn't speak to me.
Ah, Tommy is, well, the technical term is non-verbal. She doesn't speak to us, but she enjoys us speaking with her. We're pretty sure, and it's worth doing just in case.
I just remembered.
What?
Mr. Falk. Sunday.
Is there a way I could help with Miss Hummel?
Just spending time with her is great. Oh, if you notice her watering can is empty, you could refill it. But otherwise, keep an eye on her perhaps, especially if she's out of her room unattended.
Hey, Lil. Hi, Casey. How's the morning been?
It's been good.
Good to hear. Have you been doing as you're told?
Yeah, I've been going around, like you asked. Patients don't seem to want much. I've just been talking with them.
Just remember, Case, you're here to help.
I will.
Good. There's a lot that goes on up here, more than you might realise. You need to keep your nose out of those books to see it. All right, I've got to get back to it. I'll see you up at the shuttle at 6. See you then. See you, Lil.
Bye, Mrs. B. Yes?
I wanted to ask about Mr. Falk.
Oh, right. What did you want to know?
How did he die?
Oh, it was in the night. Dr. Shen wrote it up as a cardiac arrest. Heart attack.
Did he have family?
His wife died a few years back. There's a daughter. She's got a farm up near Kawira. The funeral will be on Sunday.
I wish I'd met him.
I wish you had too.
I went to see Dr. Bouchard.
Ah, yes.
Do you know why she would be angry with me?
Oh, she's gotten a prognosis recently. It was worse than any of us expected. She's taking it hard.
What was the prognosis?
I think I'll leave it to her to talk about the specifics, if she'd like to share.
Hey, Mr. Bruce.
She doesn't seem happy here.
She complains about it quite a bit, doesn't she?
Why is she here if she's unhappy?
She needs a lot of care at the moment. She can only really get it up here. I've got to get back to it. Casey, she might not want company now, but if you're able to, check in on her every now and then. I'll do the same.
I might go for now.
Oh, sure. We'll see you later.
Enjoy your lunch. Esther.
Knock, knock.
Gerald.
Yes. I don't suppose you've heard. Mr. Falk?
Ah, he is passing. May God rest his soul.
I suppose you don't have anything else to add?
I didn't know him so well.
No. Well, me either, but I certainly didn't wish any harm upon him. You know me, wouldn't hurt a fly. But I had my disagreements with him, certainly, and you...
I wish him rest.
What I'm saying is, you two were
Rest
so...
and peace.
Well, it's very irregular, you know.
In what regard?
Well, because, well, his stars, they were very auspiciously aligned. It's rather strange indeed, come to think of it. I'm going to have another squiz at my charts. It just doesn't line up. It just doesn't make sense.
What doesn't make sense?
The charts. I just don't get it.
You have a lot of strange things in here.
Strange. To you, perhaps. These are simply the tools of my trade.
Are you a fortune teller?
Careful with that. It's not so simple as in the stories. Reading involves understanding the meaning of each facet and what it means when they overlap and intersect. I don't do it much anymore. My eyes aren't what they once were. This doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all. I mean, he'd have to be... My stars! You! Fetch me that book. Mr. Geller. You heard of him?
I think so.
Sure you have. Uri Geller. The modern-day Nostradamus. But that means... Is that you? If that's you, give me a sign.
I'm right here.
Not you. And hush, I'm trying to listen. Very well. Put it back.
Mrs. Esther?
I didn't tell you to call me Mrs., and I don't want it. I'm done with being a Mrs. never got much out of it anyway. Well, what is it?
What do you know about the airship?
What business is it of yours?
I'm writing an article.
Are you now?
I'm a journalist.
I'm sure you are.
Is it a secret?
There are plenty of secrets around here. Secrets in the present, secrets of the past. The future's the only thing that's clear, really.
I want to uncover the mystery. The mystery of the ship.
Be careful, Missy. Set out to discover a mystery. The mystery might discover you.
You don't believe me? I'm writing for my school paper.
School paper? Never heard of it. Forget what I said. I know diddly squat about this place, except it's staffed by nitwits.
Good afternoon, Esther. Hi, Casey. I've got your afternoon regimen here.
Huh? Put it down there.
I have to see you take them.
Fine then. Fine.
Now, this is your afternoon medicine, Esther. I have a witness present. Actually, why don't you write this down, Casey? Esther has had her afternoon medicine for Friday.
Is that really necessary?
I just don't want you calling me in an hour saying you haven't had it yet.
Why would I do a thing like that? Lily, Mr. Falk, is his birthday... Well, was his birthday Sunday?
It was.
What was Mr. Falk like?
Falk? Bloody obstinate, I'll say. Stubborn as a bull in his views. Though it's not for me to speak ill of the dead so soon after their passing anyway. Wait a second. What have you been hearing about him?
His birthday was coming up. On Sunday, I heard.
Quite right. Quite right. An Aquarius, with Scorpio rising. And it was rising high at the end of his life, I tell you. Yikes. He loved a good shindig on his birthday. So we'll miss that, I suppose.
You said his death wasn't in his stars.
Too right. I reckon he gave me a fake birth hour, just to throw me off. It's all topsy-turvy. Maybe that's what's been keeping him.
Why would he lie to you?
He'd just do things like that sometimes. Thought he was being oh so funny. It'll catch up to him one day. Or it would have.
Well, you mentioned that he didn't get along with Mr. Bruce.
No, he didn't. Always some tension there. Mr. Bruce isn't the type to hold a grudge. I'm sure he'll mourn Mr. Falk, along with the rest of us.
I think that's pretty much it.
Well, whatever anyone had to say about him, he was quite the character.
I heard you had a fight with Mr. Falk before he died.
My goodness, nothing much makes it past you now, does it? Well, it's true. We fought. The man was stubborn as an ox. I just wish I'd found the way to, well...
You didn't like each other?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. friendly people can still have spirited disagreements. That said, most of our interactions were of that latter nature. For the uninitiated, matters of the spirit can be quite overwhelming, and Mr. Falk was so fearful. He hid behind a veneer of cool rationality. But I knew better. He was afraid of the true power of the spiritual, the universal. I'm just sorry that our last discussion was so heated that I couldn't show him the way to the light before he passed. This doesn't add up at all. Perhaps he's trying to reach someone else.
What do you mean?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
I would.
We'll see. You can come with me if you'd like.
Okay, I'll come.
Here we are. Hi there, dearie.
Mrs. Fitzgerald.
I've got the Snoop here with me.
Hi again, Casey.
Just thought I'd pop by and, well, express my condolences.
Oh, yes, well, thank you.
What a day. It's the first time we've lost someone up here. Thought it would be Bouchard to go first, myself.
Oh, Mrs. Fitzgerald, that's a bit callous.
If you say so. I suppose they'll have the service up in Melbourne, with his family being up there.
Yes, I suppose so.
What a shock. What a bright shock. Well, I just thought I'd come by and see how you're doing. He was a great friend. A friend to all. To you, in particular.
Yes.
In fact, I was just wondering if you felt anything peculiar after his passing.
Oh, Mrs. Fitzgerald, this just isn't the time.
Isn't the time for what?
For your mystical musing.
Oh, but I think you'd...
I just prefer not to talk about that. Thank you very much.
Well, fine. Suit yourself. My condolences anyway.
Thank you for coming. Goodbye.
If he's trying to reach out, she's shying away. Time to bark up a different tree.
Ida didn't seem happy about that.
About what? Oh, well, they were close.
I mean...
Come on.
Mrs. Fitzgerald and Miss Beaumaris. Yes, perfect. I have discovered the thesis of my next dissertation.
I'm good for dessert, thanks.
My next book. It'll be about the hospital, about this place.
This just came to you. No strange circumstances. Objects moving of their own accord.
I was in with Miss Hummel, attending to her, as I often do, and it just came to me.
Interesting. Is this...
Is this what?
I'm not sure.
Well, in any case, I'm perfectly positioned to discuss the genesis of this unique sanctuary as mentor to Mr. Pettigrew and as a long-term resident.
Resident? So we're going to have a spot in this new book?
Well, certainly. In fact, I was going to ask if you'd consent to an interview.
Little old me? Interviewee? Well, why not?
Wonderful. Tomorrow morning, after breakfast, it'll give me time to put together an outline.
All right, then.
Oh, yes, there are so many layers to this. Dream to reality, imagination to construction, comedy and tragedy, of course. Tragedy and conflict. After all, Mr. Falk.
Oh, I'm not sure I'd include that. My conflicts with him are my own business.
Oh, I didn't mean...
Aha! I see what you've done. I'll come along to your interview, sir, but I shan't be talking about any conflicts, which I was on the right end of in any case, as is being proven concurrently.
Right end of what?
Never you mind.
Yes, well, I'd best start getting these thoughts to paper. Time is a fickle muse. See you at dinner, Mrs. Fitzgerald. And nice to see you, young miss.
So long, Mr. Avery.
What are those charts on your wall?
Oh, yes. They're horological roadmaps of the past, present, and future. Nothing happens on the ground unless it is written in the stars.
You can predict the future?
In a sense, the future's just a place. These are its maps. Reading them is a complicated affair.
How do they work?
It's rather complicated. You must follow your knowledge and intuition in equal measure. Even then, readings of the future may only become clear once that future has become past. Wonderful book. Wonderful.
What makes it so good?
Well, it's scientific. It's a scientific study of phenomena. Mr. Geller is horribly misunderstood. What people don't realise is that he is a skeptic himself. It's not all spoons and watches.
What are you sick with?
Don't they teach you manners in school these days?
They kind of do.
Well, what do they teach you?
I mostly learn outside of school.
Well, we're outside school now. Here, I'll show you reading. Come over here and hold out your palm. Let me see. All right. So this one here is your lifeline. This one is your headline. And this one is your heart. As you're a non-paying client, I will only tell you about one.
Can you tell me about my headline, please?
Very well. Your headline here. Wowee. Very wobbly. Mr. Fawkes was wobbly too. Not that he let me read his part properly, but when he was napping in the caff one afternoon... Anyway, a wobbly headline is fine, more or less. A very vivid imagination, have you? And very deep too. A deep thinker. That's fine. Fine. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Well, thanks.
My pleasure, child. Now, in lieu of payment, just keep an eye out for strange circumstances. Objects moving of their own accord, vibrating, hovering slightly above the ground, that kind of thing. Are you just going to sit there?
Do you want me to leave?
You can stay, I suppose, but keep me anonymous in your little notebook there. Call me Sally or Eugene.
Sally it is.
Fine. In the drawer over there. Five of the... Yes, I think we'll have 5 of the blue and the lighter, if you will. Good lad. Bring them here. I'll light them. You can place them at my instruction.
Sure.
Shh. To the side now, please, if you will.
Esther!
Crikey, don't do that to a person. You ever wake a sleepwalker? Don't do that.
How long was she doing that for?
Don't answer. That's between myself and Apollo.
How many of these lighters do you have? You know we can't have any open flames. We're on an airship, for God's sake.
Now that's just offensive. Do you think I've taken leave of my senses?
I'm serious, Esther.
This isn't the Hindenburg, love. It's helium in those bags. A noble gas. Inert.
Where did you get this lighter?
I don't remember.
Well, this lighter is contraband. I'm taking it with me.
Do what you will. Nothing that is of this world can sever my connection.
Good. How's the pain?
It exists. Could you leave me be? I have a busy afternoon.
Oh. Fine. As long as you're feeling better.
Bugger this. Back to the dresser. Same drawer.
Sure.
See those gemstones? Oh, and the compass. Get the compass and determine north.
Okay. It's that way.
Very good. All right. Put the compass back and get the gems. Now, place the pink crystal somewhere in the north of the room. Good lad. Work clockwise from there and set down the other crystals in a circle. The purple should be next.
Okay.
Now green. Now black. And to finish, the clear one.
Mrs. Thorpe, please
Okay.
head to the Lost Property Office on S2. Up the lift. Mrs. Thorpe.
Now turn out the lights. Apollo, Dionysus, call on Athena, summon the mystics, call upon the dearly departed spirits of Elvis Presley, Joan Crawford, Groucho Marx, gather your clans, would speak unto you. I seek your guidance. Hugo, 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 Hugo Fork, Hugo Fork, Hugo Fork. Speak unto me, move through me. Speak unto me, move through me.
Are you alright?
I have to rest. He didn't want to talk to me.
Who did he want to talk to?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Hey, Lily?
Yes?
Esther was talking about an argument she was having with Mr. Folk last night.
Ah, those two got into it every now and then. Mr. Folk was quite sceptical of Mrs. Fitzgerald's beliefs.
Which beliefs?
Oh, you know, horoscopes, UFOs, ghosts, this and that.
Do you know what the fight was about?
I wasn't there. I'm not sure. If it was in the cafeteria, Mr. Avery might have been around. He usually eats with Esther.
Can I ask you about Miss Hummel?
Oh, right. Of course.
Is she okay?
She should be. Did she seem distressed?
I couldn't tell.
I've got to head up there to take her to lunch, so I'll check her then. I forgot to tell you about her. Tommy doesn't speak. Technically, the term is non-verbal, but she likes company, and I think she does communicate, or at least you can tell when she's happy.
How should I communicate with her?
You can speak with her like normal. Just don't expect a verbal response. She's got a funny sense of humour, I think.
Do you know much about the airship? Before it was a hospital?
Like when it was just a wreck?
Yeah. How did it end up here?
I don't know. Not sure if anyone knows. One day it just washed up in the sky, which is a bit odd. I was just a kid back then, but I remember hearing about it.
Does anyone know more about it?
Oh, Ted might. The shuttle operator. He spends a lot of time up here. I don't know where he goes off to, but he got the shuttle working. I'm sure he'd know more about the ship.
Where can I find him?
I'm not sure, to be honest. You might be able to catch him in the hall every now and then.
Thanks, Lily.
No worries. Hey, Ward.
Lily, I'm running a little behind, but I'll be over to collect Casey in a moment.
Oh, she's right here.
Ah, good. Has today been busy?
Oh, it's been okay. It's been fine, really. I sent Joe down on the afternoon shuttle.
Good. He's been overworking himself. I've been meaning to mention it.
It has been a help, though.
Now the eternal dilemma. Oh, Mr. Pettigrew will be calling in tomorrow morning. He wants all relevant staff present, including a doctor.
Oh, Dr. Shen, I suppose?
It'll have to be.
I'll try. She seems to be very busy, usually.
She can be quite imposing, but that seems to be part and parcel of the profession. Anyway, I'll be over there in a moment.
All right, see ya.
See ya. Casey, to the nurse's station, please. There you are. It's past 5. Ted'll be waiting.
Sorry.
Yes, well, I just can't be tracking you down all the time. Let's go then. All right. Let's get home. Damn, I think we're out of leftovers. Oh, I'll throw something together.
Today was interesting. There's so much happening up there. It was hard to keep up.
Keep up?
With everything going on.
Oh, well, you don't need to keep up with everything, but you are meant to help out. So did you help out much today?
Of course. I mean, I did as much as I could.
Listen, Casey, up there you can't half do things. When you're working, you have to focus. Look, just... Maybe I shouldn't have. Never mind. I've got to check these over. Give me a minute.
It's a windy one today.
Oh.
What time did you sleep last night?
Don't ask.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I've just got a bit of a headache.
Can't you take a day off?
No. Heavens, no.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Yes, actually. I was going to say, try to be a bit more helpful today, if you can. I have quite enough to worry about at the moment.
You don't need to worry.
Oh, well, just try, Casey. Please. Now let me rest my eyes for a bit.
We're here. Sorry for the bumps.
That's fine, Ted. Let's go. We need to get a start. Remember, Casey, it's a big day.
Yes, Mum.
Make yourself useful.
Yes, Mum.
I've got to head to the nurse's station. I'll see you later.
Morning.
Doctor?
Apparently, I'm urgently needed here.
Well, Mr. Pettigrew will be phoning in a moment. He's worried about the visit tomorrow. Wanted to make sure we're all on the same page.
Right. Well, Mr. Winch's graft really does need a look at.
Should we,
Oh, nah. Mrs. B will get it sorted.
Hello?
Lily, it's me.
Oh, just a moment. I'll put you on the speaker system. All right.
Morning. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, boss.
Oh, Joe, we've been over this. Don't think of me as a boss. Think of me as a friend. Please, call me Felix.
All right. Felix.
Wonderful. Now, where's Mrs. Beaumaris?
Right here.
Good, good. Dr. Shen?
Present.
Excellent. Busy days, exciting times. Now, I know you've all been doing your best, and I appreciate it immensely. But as I think we all can recognise, the state of the geriatric ward is absolutely horrendous. This ward is meant to be a floating paradise for the elderly. Heaven before heaven. You're all champions. I know you can give 110%. I had a call with Mrs. Beaumaris yesterday. I exhort you all to follow her every command as we prepare for tomorrow. I know...
About that,
Oh, yes, go ahead.
what are our priorities for tomorrow?
It's everything. You know, spick and span, ship and shape.
Specifically, last week you asked for Lily to sweep the halls, for instance. But now...
Yes, the halls. Absolutely #1 priority. It's your mission, Lily.
Okay,
Listen,
but...
I don't have the time to make your decisions for you. I hired each of you to make the best decisions. I have maximal faith that you'll come together and get this done. I won't keep you any longer. So long. And remember, dig deep.
Goodbye.
Good.
All right, well, let's quickly cover the plan. The fact is, the doctor and I are needed over in general for most of the day.
If anything critical comes through, call me on the service.
Okay.
May I?
I'll see you over there. I'll pop back when I can. Lily, sounds like the halls are back on the list.
Yeah, okay.
I can stick around for the arvo.
God, that'd be great. You sure? Oh, Mr. 215, are you able to get his room cleared out?
It's on the list.
You both know the drill here. Keep to the schedule, take your breaks. And regardless of what's going on...
Patience first.
One more day.
All right.
Yep.
Hello again, Miss Beaumaris. Welcome, welcome. Now, my dear, I don't want you to think I'm being rude, but you have, in fact, caught me right before an important appointment. By all means, take a seat. Just a fair warning that I may not be my usual loquacious self.
See you later, Mr. Avery.
My deepest regards. Come by any time.
Oh, hello, dear. Wonderful to see you again. Come, take a seat by me here.
Do you mind if I have a look at your shelf?
Oh, please do. It's just a bunch of knickknacks, really. That's Toddy.
Hi, Toddy.
Do you like poetry? Don't answer that. No one likes poetry at your age. But those are good poems in that book.
Is this you?
Which? Oh yes, that's me. And the family.
Your sons?
Yes.
How old are they now?
They're... well... Well, there's my husband Gerald, who has passed, rest his soul. There's Paul on the left there. He's 64 this year. And there's Thomas on the right, who would have turned 60 this year. Rest his soul.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not at all, dear.
What are you knitting?
Oh, this? Just a scarf.
Who's it for?
Oh, well, it's... I'll give it to Philippa, my cousin. Plus, I just feel like knitting.
See you later, Ida. Hi, Mr. Bruce.
Good day.
How has your morning been?
I feel unease.
Sorry to hear that.
Who is that?
Just me, Mr. Bruce.
You are early.
Yes, a little early today.
You stopped the music.
Yep.
I apologize, miss. We have been interrupted.
It's going to be a busy couple of days up here, Mr. Bruce. We'll do our best to keep your schedule intact.
Very well.
Good morning.
Hi.
Wanna sit?
Sure. What are you reading?
Oh, the classifieds.
Are you after something?
Kinda. One of my aunties is after some work. She's got a baby on the way.
Congratulations.
Oh, I'll pass it on. Hey, actually, you know any work that's going?
What can she do?
Oh, anything. Give her a job, she'll do it.
I mean, like, experience.
She's experienced. She's almost 30.
Could she work here?
Maybe.
I could check with Mum. I'll see you later.
child. You are welcome, if you wish.
Are you German?
I am Austrian. I speak German.
Everyone thinks you're German.
It is the war. Germany was fearsome.
Were you in the war?
We escaped, Anna and myself, to England. Could have fought, perhaps should have.
You've returned.
I meant to spend some time with you.
Do what you wish, but please stop discussing it with me.
Dr. Bouchard? Do you remember me? You were my doctor once, when I was a little girl.
Lean forward. That hair. Ruth's girl? Casey?
Yeah.
Casey, why are you here again?
I'm writing an article for the school newspaper.
Why don't you go off and interview someone then? Someone else.
I'm staying.
Suit yourself. Seeing as you're here, Mr. Bruce, have you met him?
He seems kind.
Kind? He was open to you?
Yeah, he was nice.
All right.
You haven't met him?
I have, only in passing.
Why do you ask?
I plan to speak with him.
I'm going to leave.
You don't need to announce it.
you again. Bloom. Ouch.
Are you alright?
I'm in hospital, Sherlock. No, I'm not alright. Sit over there.
Esther, can I ask you something?
I suppose.
Why do you keep talking to yourself? Asking weird questions? Acting strangely? What's going on?
What do you know of the spiritual realm?
I've read The Hobbit.
No, nothing like that, Tosh. I will let you in on a secret. I am a person that is touched, brushed from beyond the veil. Every now and then I am in communion with those whom, well, you call them the dearly departed. For me, they are simply the ones in the next room, who sometimes need to learn some propriety and keep their bloomin' racket down.
You can speak with ghosts?
They speak to me. They don't seem to be very good at listening. Mr. Ford seems to be reaching out to me, grasping, wishing to communicate something to me. But what it is, I cannot say.
Can you tell me anything about the history of the airship?
Well, all right. I do know some bits and pieces. Mostly what has come to me over time.
Why is it here?
Now, that's the question. Of all the little towns in all the world, why did it have to wash up in our skies? I have my theories. Clearly, someone who lived here, someone who died here, had some unfinished business in our little town.
With someone here?
Presumably so.
So?
So what?
Who do you think they came here for?
Who do I think who came here for? If you want to be a newspaper woman, you'd better start making a bit more sense.
But you were just saying that...
I was just saying what? I think I'd remember what I said. Now let me be for a moment. What are you scratching down there?
I draw little pictures in here. Silly ones. I just like drawing from time to time.
Oh, marvellous. A visual artist. That's just terrific. Tell me, will you do my portrait?
I'm, not very good.
I'm sure some has-been art teacher told you that, but why don't you let me be the judge?
Well, I also write stuff in here. Just notes for my article.
That's right. You're a paparazzo.
What's that?
Ask Mrs. Kennedy. Well, all right then, I suppose. Leaving already?
I'll be back.
I've heard that one before. Very well. Off you go then.
Hey, Casey.
Need any help?
Oh, just spend time with the patients. And come to me or Joe if they need anything. Thanks, hon.
Hello. I'm just on my way to find Tommy so we can go to lunch. You can join me if you like.
Sure. Okay. Do you need help?
No help needed. But company will be nice. She's not in her room. Well, let's check at the nurse's station, I suppose.
Regarding some across the pond of etymology.
Sorry?
Have you ever heard the phrase, in a Piccadilly?
Piccadilly? No, I don't believe I have.
Really? In a bit of a Piccadilly? Nothing?
Not as I'm aware.
Well, all right then. Much obliged for the assistance.
Any time.
Lily, my dear, do you happen to know where Tony is?
In her room, surely.
I'm afraid not.
Oh, she's in with Mr. Bruce.
She's where?
She's in Mr. Bruce's room.
I'm not deaf, dear, just perplexed. Mr. Bruce?
Yes, Mr. Bruce.
Well, there you go. Mr. Bruce's room. Now, why would she be there? I've nothing in particular against Mr. Bruce, but I don't think he and Tony. Well, Mr. Bruce is he's a very private person. He doesn't usually associate with, well, anyone, I don't think. And between him and Tony, well, I can't imagine the conversation roaring along. What are you doing in here? Hello?
Hello. I heard about Mr. Fogg. You were,
My friend.
a friend, yes. My condolences.
Yes, well, thank you. Let's go have some lunch, Tony. If that's okay with you, Mr. Bruce.
Quite fine.
You're welcome along as well, dear. Would you like something for lunch? What were you two up to in there?
This morning, perhaps.
All right. Take a seat, dear. Come along with me, Casey. Let's fetch some grub. All right. It's Ida Devon.
Hello, ma'am.
Mrs. Vaughan.
Yes?
Could you please send up my lunch, as well as Tony's?
Sure thing.
Ms. Hummel.
Got it. Coming right up.
I'm not quite comfortable with these machines. I prefer the telephone, if I'm honest. There we are. Are you able to bring Tony's over?
Sure.
Wonderful. I'll see you over there.
That's Miss Hummel's.
Just pop it down in front of her. She'll eat, eventually. That's a dear. Now, go get something for yourself.
Can I just sit with you?
Oh, but you ought to eat lunch.
Maybe in a bit. I'm not really hungry right now.
All right, then.
Mr. Bruce.
Could be. Or Miss Hummel.
Why would anyone visit her?
Can I ask a question?
Of course. Fire away.
Well, it's about...
Oh, of course. Tony, dear, our friend Casey here wants to know a bit about you. I hope that's okay.
Can you talk to her?
Dr. Shen says it's likely that she understands quite a bit of what goes on around her. She just doesn't communicate back. So it's good to spend time with her and to talk with her. You get bored just like the rest of us, don't you?
Folks do come out of the woodwork at a time like this.
I suppose it's a...
So, what was your life like before?
I'm afraid I don't know too much about that.
Do you know anyone who would know more about her?
No, I don't. I believe her family was with her when she first arrived. A sister, but I didn't get to chat with her at all. I didn't know we'd become friends back then.
Thanks. Were you friends with the man who... with Miss
to as you get older. You've got to get used to it in a place like this. We're all on our way out, you could say. Sorry, dear, that's a bit morose of me.
Sorry. See you later.
Bye-bye.
What about here?
Over there by Mr. Bruce.
Oh, great idea. Some company for you this morning, Mr. Bruce.
Dr. Bouchard, good day.
Good day, Mr. Bruce.
A good day, yes, though it's a bit gloomy. I'll leave you both
I
to
hope
it.
you
Yes,
understand
I'll just
if I'm
be
not too talkative today,
back
Pat.
there.
I'm just, well,
You have left your room.
Yes.
Hey, have you seen
I'll
Miss
move
Hull?
around as I please. I'm not dead yet.
No. And after Mr. Fogg, we're leaving must go on.
Mr. Fogg? Gone, is he?
May the Lord rest his soul.
Well, yes, if you like. You travelled on this ship with your wife, didn't you, in your younger years? Must have been marvellous. And to be back here again, well, it might be painful, I suppose.
Yes. Sometimes it is difficult. But mostly they are good memories.
Just as well. If you don't mind my asking, her passing, was it complicated?
Mercifully simple. In the night, without warning. She was older. Near the end, she would say, es wäre besser, wenn du nicht zuerst gehst. Ich möchte nicht alleine sein.
I wish I had that chance.
Chance?
To be in my own bed when, well, they won't let me leave. I'm stuck up here in this airborne monstrosity. They believe duty of care compels them to contravene my desire.
I'm sorry.
Yourself and the director.
Mr. Pettigrew?
I have seen that you talk.
Yes.
You have an interest in this place.
My family has, yes.
Yes. Well,
he wishes to meet me today. I will speak with him about your case.
thank you. It's warmer than I expected.
The clouds keep...
There you are.
Me?
Room 215 needs to get packed up. Mr. Falk's old room. Up next to Ms. Hamill's room. There's a box in there on the bed. It needs to get done today. Thanks.
Okay, all right. Look.
the box. That's not gonna fit.
Hello, dear.
Hi, Ida.
Assistance required. Cafeteria. Repeat, cafeteria. Assistance required.
Is this seat taken?
Guess it will be shortly.
You sound like you don't want me around.
Never mind me. Go on, sit down. Sweet of you to keep me company. What's the time, lad?
Just past 2.
Those bloody... Can you be a dear and fetch someone from the nurse's station?
Sure.
Tell them I need help getting to my room.
I'll go now.
Thank you. You there, about bloody time.
And good afternoon to you too, ma'am.
Hey, Case.
Hey.
Lily, my dear.
Oh, Mr. Pettigrew. I thought you were in Melbourne.
Yes, well, the counsellor will be here tomorrow. Other business can wait. Did you mention the chat with Mr. Bruce?
Chat?
I'd asked for a head-to-head to be scheduled in, 4:15.
Oh, right. Yes, he knows.
Wonderful. Ah, you must be Miss Beaumaris? Yes, Ruth's daughter. I trust you're keeping this place ticking over smoothly.
Trying. I've been spending time with the patients.
Oh yes, their rooms probably need a bit of a clean. There'll be a cloth back here. You can give them a wipe down. Ah, never mind. You just keep up the good work. Now, Casey, you really ought to pay the utmost attention to Miss Marshall here. She's the most promising young nurse I've seen through these doors since we opened.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Pettigrew.
For telling the truth, no appreciation required. Listen, I'm going to pop over to General, check in with Mrs. B. I'll be back to cast my eyes over the condition of things over here in a bit. So, you know, last chance for a bit of elbow grease. I can't wait to see what you've done.
Ah, Felix, my man.
Ah, Mr. Avery. A pleasure, as always.
Let me tell you, my friend, the staff have been on form today. Bustling this way and that. Haven't seen a moment's pause from one of them.
Splendid. Now, I will have to be getting along to the general ward. I only have limited time today to make my inspections ahead of tomorrow.
Too right. Too right. This place is a momentous project. It never ceases to amaze me, Felix. Honestly.
Thank you, Mr. Avery, as ever.
I was thinking...
I must be off, but I'll be seeing you tomorrow, I'm sure.
Oh, well, yes, if not before.
Right. Ladies?
And you, young Miss Marshall, how goes your afternoon?
Oh, well, I'm just quite busy, I'm afraid. I've got to get back to it.
Well, everyone's certainly in a hurry. What are you occupied with at the moment?
I'm just hanging around.
Yes, I see. Well, back to the whetstone.
Would you like some company?
Of course. Be warned, I am riding up a storm at the moment. I may not be the most loquacious of companions.
Mr. Avery, can you tell me what you know about the VIP?
Ah, you won't rest until you discover the truth. I've had some information intimated to me by a certain influential person who I cannot name. There's a very important person visiting in a few days. A VIP from the government on Sunday around midday. That's all I can say for now.
Hey, Mr. Avery.
Hmm?
The man who passed away,
Mr. Falk?
what was he like?
Oh, here you go. Exemplary. An exemplary character. Extraordinary vigour. Of course, in a hospital. Mortality is not unexpected. However, in a case like that of Mr. Falk, it comes rather more as a shock.
Were you friends?
Oh, of course. Thick as thieves we were. Though he was charming with everyone, and certainly close with Mrs. Falk. Nonetheless, I always felt that he and I had a special rapport.
Why was it a shock?
Well, he was a vigorous fellow, as I said, bursting with energy. He had a kind word for any who crossed his path, but nor was he without a fiendish side. A true prankster. As one attains a certain age, one can less and less take for granted such a life force as his.
Did he have any family?
Oh, certainly. Falk. Now, I believe that's a Finnish name. He certainly had family here. Been here for 30 years or more, I'd heard him say. He'd certainly have family local to the area. Ah, I'd best get back to it, Casey. As my dear friend's example shows, there's not a moment to waste. I have so much in here. I must wrangle it and wrestle it, and inhume it upon that page. I've hit a little writer's block. You'll know all about it, my budding Bronte. Yes, well. To know the mystery of the ship, I must know the mysteries of its occupants. But they will not open their hearts and minds to me. What am I to do? And what is the identity of the strange visitor? Soon aboard this vessel, a German woman. In a case of writer's block, there's often a piece of grit in the mind. Its time is the creative flow. In a natural dam upon the river of thought, it needs unblocking. Yes. What is she here for?